That was absolutely fantastic. That's going to be an extremely hard act to follow. Very sincere, very wonderful. And let's give it up real quick for the bridesmaids because
Now comes the bullshit. Don't listen.
Yeah. Listen to everything I say because whatever he knows, I taught him. But first, before I get into my speech, I just want to let you know that my wife Tia had an opportunity to proofread this. So if you find any of the material inappropriate, you can blame her.
What a cop-out. What a friggin' cop-out. Come on. Take some, man up, Rock.
This is actually the first time I've had to give a speech in this capacity. So, trying to put something together, last minute, in an organized fashion has been somewhat nerve-wracking and a little bit apprehensive. But I feel a lot better this evening knowing that I'm not the only person a little apprehensive in the room, considering that she just married my brother. I feel a lot better.
Bada bing.
And, I believe that marriage is a wonderful thing, having been married for 11 years myself to my beautiful wife, Tia. But for Matt, it's going to be so much more. It's going to teach him things like loyalty, self-restraint, control. And it will develop within him a sense of responsibility, fair play, and so many other qualities that he wouldn't have needed if he would have just stayed single. And Jenny, as you may already know, Matthew is very much like the other Krogi men in the family.
Whoa.
Shut up and let me talk. Very stubborn, domineering, and convinced that his way is the only way.
Yeah.
But having gotten to know you, I know you're a very strong, independent woman, and you're going to need to be. Because dealing with Matt is like facing down a disobedient dog. You have to yell a lot, you have to point your finger a lot, and when all else fails, roll up the newspaper and swat him over.
My nose in the teeth.
Yeah, you gotta rub his nose in the messes he makes. It's the only way he's going to learn. But back when Matty and I were kids, my father used to say something that always stuck with me. Friends and other people, acquaintances will come and go, but your brother is forever and will always be with you. And that's something no truer words have ever been spoken. And it's true that my brother and I have had some pretty rough battles, as siblings will normally will. I've had to take him to the woodshed a couple times.
He doesn't like to get beat up in front of other people.
But, through the good times and the bad, as a kid and as an adult, no one has ever been there for me more than my brother has. And I consider myself extremely fortunate to have a brother like Matt. He's loyal, caring, kind, and has always gone the extra mile for people that he cares about. He's not only my brother, but he is my best friend, and he's someone that I've been able to count on my entire life. There have been many events in my life that I have anticipated with some real great expectation. But this day marks an extremely special place for me because I am honored and humbled here today to be Matty's best man at his wedding. Because I feel privileged to witness another major part in his life, and probably the most important one up to this point. Thanks in a large part to Jenny's influence, Matt is finally maturing into a very responsible man. For example, I've seen him grown a lot more patient and understanding. For instance, he's waited 5 years to pop a question to Jenny. Jenny is definitely a very good teacher when it comes to patience. Matty has many fine points about him. One of these is a wonderful and refreshing sense of loyalty. Another obvious one is his great choice of friends evident here tonight. And even more blatant today is his eye.
That's not a good example.
and even more so tonight is his obvious eye for a beautiful woman.
Kids.
There are so many good things that I want to say about my lovely sister-in-law, Jenny. For the last 5 years, you have been Matt's sunshine. You have made him the happiest man in the world. He is very blessed to have such a loving and devoted and beautiful woman such as you in his life. As his brother, I have always held a very special place for you in my heart. And even though you have been a special part of our family for a very long time, I am very thrilled and honored to welcome you and your family into our family this evening. And as I look into the future, I really am concerned if I set my DVR to record on my shows this evening since I'm away from it so long. But beyond that, I think about how Matty and Jenny will be starting their life together and how I'm going to fit into everything. Will I be a loving uncle to their children? And absolutely, I will be. In about, what, 7 months?
Bada bing! Whoa, 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 whoa,
Never mind, that's not important. But seriously though, on Sunday evenings, I see the family together. I see a great meal, a bountiful meal upon the table. I smell freshly cooked bread in the kitchen, and I see a very wonderful, loving family together. And then I realize I'm in the wrong house. I'm next door. So follow me back over to Matty and Jenny's home. And there they are. They welcome me into their home. Their children run to me. They run past me. They run past my wife and kids. Out the door. Down the street. And Matty runs after them. And finally, I've got a nice, peaceful evening together. That's one version of the future. But how do we all know? We're not God. Heck, we're not even Bill O'Reilly. So, let's try not to read. My conservatives understand that. So let's try not to read the future. Let us trust in the love that Matty and Jenny have for one another. And let us raise our glasses to the future, to the love nest that they will build upon the limb of life's tree. And let us raise our glasses to Jenny's ability to catch that nest when Matty knocks it over with his knee. Matty and Jenny, here's to you and a lifetime full of happiness. I love you both.